In today's video, I will give you my first impressions of the exotic rifle Diamondback in Warlords of New York. I will tell you how to get it, how to make a build for it, and I will go through how it works in PvE and PvP. I will clear a heroic control point solo with it and show it a little bit in conflict. If that sounds interesting, then let's get started. Alright, so in this video, I want to check out the Diamondback in the new update. Just as every other exotic, Diamondback did receive a change as well. So the talent is still Agonizing Bite, which is Diamondback randomly marks an enemy. Hitting that enemy consumes the mark, guaranteeing a critical hit with damage amplified by 20%. A new random enemy is marked afterwards and whenever you reload. I think for PvP though, since I did actually try this a little bit, like for 1-2 matches 2-3 weeks ago, I think for PvP it is headshots are guaranteed a crit, and you also do get the reload speed then. I'm not sure how it works in PvE though, but I guess we're gonna find out. Guess if we look at the modding, 10% accuracy, 10% reload speed, 10% stability, and 15 critical hit damage. And the way you get this one, I guess we can go through that quick, is to play Kennelly College, which is not open all the time, so you gotta wait until that opens up. Like if you gotten it from Kennelly College though, just farm rifles as a loot target. I'm not sure if it can drop though if you haven't gotten it yet. So yeah, maybe somebody knows that. But anyway, that's how you get it. So since you're gonna get guaranteed crits, what you want to do with this build is to avoid critical hit chance and go crit damage and headshot damage. So I tried my best here without like messing up any pieces. I put on critical hit damage mods everywhere. And I tried to get, use critical hit damage. So I did put on a grouper here for 15 critical hit damage. I also do have 3-piece Providence for the 15 critical hit damage instead of using the hollow mask. Especially for PvP, that's gonna be nice. And then just the normal build here. So I think Unbreakable, we don't need to use that for PvE. So let's actually use a glass cannon chest here for PvE. This one doesn't have critical hit damage though, but I guess that's fine. Just equip a critical hit damage mod here. That one will do. And we use Unbreakable later for PvP. So we actually do have a lot of critical hit damage. I did have over 200% before I swapped the chest piece. But I mean, having 30% amplified damage, it's definitely better. But yeah, pretty high critical hit damage. 41 crit chance, a bit too much. I would like to put the crit chance into headshot damage though. Maybe I do a Diamondback build later, but this is just for a first impression video. But with that said though, let's go and actually test this build out. Just gonna do a control point. And in this area, it's RK. I would like to do Seska though, but there was no control points up actually. Let's actually go here and we can do the Elite Convoy. So yeah, RK, pretty nice for the True Patriot build. However, I do want to use Seska for that to try that out with a crit build. So that's why I wanted to farm Seska. Come on, so it gets marked there. And we just hit him. We wait for a new mark. We hit him, 6 million. We reload. So that's actually real annoying. So you don't get the reload speed here. Oh, okay, there we got the buff, I think. I actually want to read again, like what does it do? Because I feel like it doesn't do what the tooltip says. Randomly marks an enemy. Hitting that enemy consumes the mark, guaranteeing a critical hit with damage amplified 20%. So every time we hit an enemy that's marked, we should get 20% more damage, multiplicative. But why did I hear that sound later though? I don't know. I guess we just have to play and try, but I don't think it works as the tooltip says. It definitely does not in PvP though. We will get to that later because I will do a conflict match just to check it out. But it definitely doesn't work that way. But yeah, damage is not bad, right? 6 million. But the reload speed and the mag size being 5, that's like where the issue is with the gun. And if we don't get the reload speed, then yeah, it's actually horrible. But it used to be such a fun gun to play with the marks, and you would always like 100% crit and all that. But it always was the mag size and the reload speed that made it bad. So if the reload speed is now gone, I just don't see this gun being good. But let's just try it out. I think for PvP it might be better, especially if the M1A would get a nerf. So we got that cover now. Did you see? I want to shoot the guy in the back, but obviously it's hard to hit when it's sitting so far back. So that can be a bit annoying with the marking. Like you see his mark there. And if you can't shoot him, it's actually kind of annoying. Like it marked the one in front of me, even though I want to focus that guy, so. And for some reason, comparing this to like an M1A, I feel like this gun is just so much harder to hit with. I don't know why. I always felt like this is like one of the hardest guns to actually like use. It's really satisfying though to play it, but there is a lot of reloading. So I think that sound is when I do hit a headshot on one of those targets. I'm gonna try to hit a body shot on that one. Okay, that's still the sound. So the sound basically tells me that the next shot is gonna get amplified in. I'm not sure. But you see, now he's all the way in the back there, and I cannot hit him. I think that's what it means. Because I did 6.1 million there, right? If we just hit him now in the head, we get a crit, 5.5. So I think when you hit that target, the next shot will be 20% amplified with a guaranteed crit. It seems like that is how it works in PvE. It would be nice if it showed you a buff though, but it seems like that's how it works. Because if we hit him in the head now, 6.1 actually. Huh. Maybe somebody of you guys have played this a bit more. You tell me how it works. I just wish that they would do when you get the buff. Of course, now it works differently. But like, when you get the buff though, that it would like instantly refresh your gun or something. Like refill the mag. Before you need to hit like 5 times, so then it would make sense. I guess now it doesn't make sense. Feeling really squishy with the glass cannon, not gonna lie. Yeah, I definitely liked it a bit more before, when you just hit them 5 times. And then I think for 10 seconds, you basically got the buff and you could shoot whatever you wanted with 100% crit. I think in Dark Zone the way it worked before was when you got... I guess it's a bit confusing about me talking about how it used to work. But it worked really well in Dark Zone before Warlords of New York. So basically, I think you hit one mark and you would get the buff for 5 seconds. But yeah, PvE wise, I don't think this is the gun to use. But I think for PvP, it might be nice. Get that after this control point though. But it definitely makes you play a bit different. That's for sure. So I guess 5.7, that's because Vigi was off. That sound all the time. Dun, dun. Oh. I mean, this one would work. Would roll the skill tree to weapon damage, you know? But still, like, it's so hard to actually get those ones. It had Unbreakable, though. But it's so hard to get the... It's so hard to get the RK because they always roll skill tree, right? So if you want to use it for a damage build, it's gonna be really, really rough. I would like to try to Patriot with crit a bit. Especially since I have HDD 1000, I do get 20 critical hit damage and 10 crit chance. Doesn't matter that I'm white because I see the marks anyway. I mean, I do think Diamondback is a fun gun though, for sure. It's just the reload. It's pretty rough in PvE. For PvP, it doesn't matter that much though, because it's burst damaged. But for PvE, like reloading, it matters a lot, right? I really wonder if even the amp damage works. It doesn't really seem like it. Like 6.1 is the highest I hit. Would be easier if I didn't use Vigi though. That's 5.5 with Vigi. I assume there was a body shot then. That was a body shot. Wait. He's checking the loot. Oh, they bleed. Be fine. Oh, was that it? I don't know. Like, if you like rifles or snipers, like one shot, like weapons that hit really hard per bullet, like this is definitely a gun that can be fun to use, though. But like, would I use this over M1A? Probably not. But I mean, the damage it does, it's pretty damn good. And I think actually we're not playing rifle. Are we playing rifle? Okay, we are playing sharpshooter. I mean, okay. I was thinking that maybe we didn't do that. I would play... That I was playing something else, but I did play that. So I think that covers it, how it works in PvE though. Let's go and queue a conflict quick here and see how that works, because I think that's when this gun is gonna be the best. So I do have glass cannon on now. Maybe we play it with glass cannon. I don't think that's gonna be needed though. Let's just see what people are rocking. MG5. Oh, he got the holster. Iron holster. That's annoying. 5-piece true Patriot. I mean, that's the new meta. I mean, maybe he don't have the best pieces, right? You know. He's actually gear score 514, so he's level 30. But you can see his stats get scaled up. They look low there, but if you look to the left, you're actually like at the same stats as me. You hit a headshot and you get the buff for like 5 seconds, where every hit you hit will crit and you get the reload speed. So I guess we will see here how it actually works. Sadly, there are only 3 people. That sucks to see. At least I have a 67 and 100, so a bit better than earlier when I played Merciless. Not sure which video is gonna be out first though. Using pulse here is not good at all. Well, okay, there we got the buff. Okay, so, okay, headshots, you get the buff for 5 seconds. And then everything crits. I think if I hit a headshot, I can maybe one-shot them with a body shot. And you get a mark there. Got the buff. Is he dead? It's actually not dead. I one-shot him to the body. I don't know if I had the buff there. I don't think I had. But that might have been a lot of damages to the body. Wait, was that 1.8 million to the body? Wow. This gun is actually busted. M1A, where you at? He might have had a glass cannon though. Yeah, this build is not even min-max. Like, it could be way better, right? So we will see. Like, this damage seems pretty impressive so far. So 1.1 million, that's without... Oh. So 1.1 million without a crit. And I could have... Like, all my crit chance could be headshot damage too. That's how you want to build this. If that was it, I'd probably do 1.3 million. Keep in mind though, I am using glass cannon now, but let's just keep that one on. It doesn't have to be a headshot kill, just a headshot, because then you should get the buff, which means you crit on everything. Or if you get... You can hit their... randomly, it's gonna mark their utility thing, right? Oh my god, dude, that shit is almost killing me, man. His holster. You're gonna peek? So that was what? 1.3 million? I don't know if that was with a buff or not. But now for testing purpose though, just keep it on since we had it on first. So 1.5 million with the buff. Interesting. Oh, I'm dead. Thought I was behind, I guess not. No, we wasted all our lives. I we lost. This might actually be something I want to make a PvP build with later. But as I said, I think Diamondback is one of the hardest guns in the game though, personally. Like using an M1A is way easier. But yeah, definitely a gun to check out if you guys are interested in rifles or like snipers, right? But yeah, I think that will conclude the Diamondback first impression video. Sure, it wasn't first impression because I did use it like 2 weeks ago, like in 1 or 2 matches, just to see how the talent worked though. But I think this for PvP is definitely an option. As you could see there was pretty high crits on just body shots. And this build is not min-maxed or perfect for the Diamondback. I mean, I have a lot of critical hit chance. If you could trade that for headshot damage, I mean, look here. 6 crit chance, that's 10 headshot damage. 10 headshot damage. 10 headshot damage. That's already 30 headshot damage. 40 headshot damage, right? I could add 40% headshot damage to this. That's quite a lot of headshot damage. Which means the non-crit headshots that I got would have been like way more damage, right? I would have 164 headshot damage. Or you can just spec crit chance and just only aim for body, but kind of destroys the purpose of the gun in PvP though. So getting the headshot damage stack there would be definitely nice. Okay, this piece I missed 12 critical hit damage, which means I would have done even more damage. It's literally 12% crit damage, weapon damage added, because you crit all the time when you hit the headshot, right? But yeah, definitely a gun that I think you guys should test out if you like snipers or rifles, as I said. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.